Hi there, my name is Erik and I play bass, and first and foremost, thank you so much for subscribing. This channel just passed 8,000 subscribers, which means the world to me. Can't do it without you guys. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. If you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for sticking around. And if you haven't subscribed already, do so. And let's get to 10k. It's been a harder grind getting there. Well, I haven't gotten there, so it's still a grind. So let's keep on grinding, because that's what I intend on doing. So as you can hear, I've got a cold or something. This past week, I turned 35 on Monday last week, and I woke up feeling a bit crappy, and I was home for the entire week with a cold and cough and achy body and all of that. Both my wife and my daughter have gotten something as well, so it is what it is. And with that being said, we had our first ever gig. Well, not first ever gig, but our first gig with 6 Feet Deeper since November 2019, this past weekend. And I wanted to, talk about it a wee bit, because it was interesting. This past summer, back in 2022, I did a bunch of gigs, as you probably know by now. I sat in with different bands, I played cover tunes and all of that stuff. And although those experiences were fun and great, and I love playing, doing the Infinite Maiden stuff and doing sitting in with bands, original bands I should say, I mean, that's a lot of fun as well. I mean, there still was like an itch that wasn't scratched within me, and this past weekend showed that I really need to play my own music, and it's a whole different mindset to do that. And I think being away from it for 4 years playing live really showed how important it is to me and to the rest of the band as well, I think. So back in 2019, in November, we had a gig in Mora, where I come from, at Lilla Helvetet, where we played with Infinite Maiden back in January as well. And in December, my daughter was born. And in March of 2020, we had a rehearsal again with 6 Feet Deeper, because Sarah had moved to Gothenburg, so it was our first, rehearsal after her moving there and my daughter being born and all of that. And it was like, yeah, we're back at it, great. It was a lot of fun. I had pretty much been on parental leave, for a few months, just promising not to go away and rehearse, especially during, those winter months when you don't want to drag home a cold to a newborn baby and all of that. And then 2020 happened, and then 2021 happened, and we all know what happened during those years. It was weird. I guess we all can say that those years were strange to all of us musicians who play live. That's that's just a fact. And me, Sarah, and Emil, the singer and the drummer, we have played together in Infinite Maiden. We did our first gig in 2021 in December. Then we did a bunch of gigs last year. Sarah had her baby in May of 2022, so her daughter is close to a year now. So things have gone into each other in terms of being able to arrange gigs and stuff like that. So we've tried to gotten things together in terms of writing material and stuff like that, but we were discovered that we really need to be in a room together to feed off the energies of each other when we're writing. We tend to write stuff pretty quickly once we get together, which is really fun. And yeah, I mean, that kind of chemistry is hard to replicate. It's almost impossible to replicate. It kind of shows how great humans playing together actually is. And I'm not saying that to brag about my band. I'm saying that because it's a fact. No matter how good AI gets, human beings in the room together playing music, feeding off each other, improvising, playing wrong notes and playing right notes, that's you can't replicate that with an AI, I think. So anyways, we did our first gig for close to 4 years this past weekend. On Saturday, we played at the Gamla Enskede Bryggeri here in Stockholm, which is a brewery that also has live music, which was a lot of fun. We got to work with Fredrik Svensson, who used to be the main sound and music guy at a venue called Copperfields, where we played a ton of gigs with both Structural Disorder and 6 Feet Deeper and, you know, other bands as well. So it was great to get to work with him again. He's just an amazing guy, great audio engineer, and, you know, just a great experience working with him. But the thing that struck me was that I was a bit nervous about playing live, and it wasn't because I hadn't played live, you know, for so long. It was because I hadn't played my own songs, my own music for so long live. It was kind of like, okay, who am I? I'm not doing this to copy someone else or play tribute to a certain genre. I'm doing this as myself. Who am I and what do I want to sound like? Which is quite a big question to answer, I guess. And for this gig, I actually stuck my neck out and asked to do a bass solo before the last section of the set, which was nerve-wracking but fun. We played 2 new songs live as well for the first time. We got a great response from the audience. People were like, you know, really enthusiastic about us playing and all of that, and especially, you know, Sarah's amazing vocals and the band as a whole. So, like I said, it got me thinking, like, playing other people's music is a lot of fun, and I enjoy doing that. But the thing that really, you know, drives me forward and makes me want to develop my own skills and become better is playing my own music and being myself. And I think these 4 years have really made me realize that. I guess I'm that kind of player who brings, I tend to bring myself, if you will, to whatever gig I'm doing. And I guess that's often what people want from me, because they know what they're getting in terms of, you know, bass tone and stuff like that. But it felt great to not be held back by being within a certain, well, not genre, but style, if you will. I don't know how to explain it, but it felt great being myself again, if you will. After the gig, I actually felt a bit shitty. It felt like, oh crap, I played bad. I suck. I should just hang up my bass and start doing paintings or something. But the day after, I actually got a bunch of clips from the gig, and I listened to them while having my morning coffee, and I was like, I didn't sound that bad. It wasn't that bad. It was great. It was actually a really good gig. And I guess that's also part of the entire equation. I've been away from doing my own stuff for so long that I forget that in a way it's more forgiving, because, you know, you're doing you. You're not doing a tribute act. You're doing you. And I really need to do that. And I'm so thankful for being able to play music in front of people. And yeah, really thankful for my band and for, yeah, all of that. Thankful for being alive, I guess you could say. And yeah, we just want to take a minute and talk about this, because it felt great being back, live on deck, loud and proud, with my own band again. So with this being said and done, my name is Erik and I play bass. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe. Let's get to 10k. And I'll see you guys and gals and cats and dogs in the next video. Until next time, take care. Bye.